Hello, I am going to show you a process for mathematically proving that a document existed as of a certain date and has not been altered since that date, even if no one other than the author had ever seen the document and only a paper copy is available from that date. Until recently, this would not have been possible, but using methods taught in my patent applications 12, 053, 560, and 12, 110, 282, it is now possible. The date I am claiming is February 3rd, 2010, and I am recording this demonstration on November 6th, 2010, over 9 months later. You may be first viewing this, even many years afterward. I challenge you to find even a single plausible explanation for how the document might not have existed by February 3rd, 2010, the date I am claiming. You can independently perform the process yourself, either using the tools available on PEDDaL.com, or else using tools that you create on your own. Shown on the left is a copy of the February 3rd, 2010 edition of the USA Today newspaper. On the right is a paper copy of the document that I claim existed on February 3rd, 2010, the date that this edition of the newspaper was published. One way to establish a date for a document in a digital file, such as a word processing file, is to perform a hash on the digital file and compare the message digest, or hash value, with a hash value that was previously calculated and is known to have existed since the date in question. However, if all that is available is a paper version, or even just a photocopy, because the original digital file has been lost, then the traditional method cannot work. The reason for this is that scanning a paper document to create a new digital file will almost certainly result in a hash value that is different than what would have been created earlier for the original word processing file. However, I have solved this problem, and I can prove that there was a version of the paper document shown on the right that was in existence as of the claim date of February 3rd, 2010. Shown here are two documents. The one on the right is the same as earlier. The one on the left is nearly identical, except for a single period is missing at the end of one sentence. This is indicated with the red circles after the word verification. Anyone familiar with hash functions knows that even this single small difference will result in drastically different hash values for these two different documents. So, if a prior existing hash value can be recreated from the document on the right, then a form of that document must have existed with the exact same content as the paper copy now has at the time that the prior existing hash value was generated. First, I will describe an overview of the process, and then I will step through it. There are 4 things that you will need. One is a copy of the document. Here it has been scanned into a PDF file. You also need a copy of a program that can generate hash values. One is provided on my website. It's called the PEDDaL Record Generator. Although you can use your own hash valued programs, so long as they can do either the SHA-1 hash or the SHA-512 hash, or even both. Then you will need a copy of an intermediate file, which I call a document dating list edition. For this exercise, we will need the one titled 1001009A.ddl, It is available on the PEDDaL website. You will also need a copy of a validating document. Here I have a portion of the USA Today from February 3rd, 2010, scanned into a PDF file. On the website, there will be additional documents that are available and will be used in this demonstration. However, it is not necessary for you to use these particular documents. One of them will be an OCR'd version of the PDF scanned file of the document that was shown on the right. I will also have on the website the second document, which was missing the period, and an OCR'd version of that second document. Additionally, what will be available on the website are two patent application publications. One titled 2008-01-77799 Wilson.pdf, and another one 2009-01-0041 Wilson.pdf. These last two files are patent applications which describe the process that we'll be going through. These are the four files that you will need at a minimum in order to perform this process using my tools. However, the only documents you necessarily need from me are this D1.pdf and this document dating list edition. First, I will describe an overview of the process, and then I will go through it step by step. What we will do is we will take a copy of the document, shown here as document D1.pdf. We will perform some special processing on it, and we will identify its hash values in this file, which is a document dating list edition titled 100109A. What this means is that the contents of document D1.pdf must have existed prior to the creation of this DDL file. Then we will hash this DDL file, and we will find the hash value published in a copy of the USA Today on page 9D, the February 3rd, 2010 edition. What this means is that the document dating list edition existed prior to February 3rd, 2010. In turn, a copy of document D1 existed prior to the DDL edition, which must have then preceded February 3rd, 2010. On the website will be a copy of this PEDDaL record generator program. This generator program creates SHA-1 and SHA-512 hashes. However, you do not need to use this particular program. You may use your own SHA-1 and SHA-512 programs so that you can verify for yourself that those numbers are accurate. Additionally, you do not need to use my scanned copy of the USA Today. You can go to any library, look through their microfiche collection for back issues, and use one of those. Now on the website are some other files. One is this D1 OCR, which is the OCR'd copy of document D1. D1 is merely a scanned copy. D2 is a copy of the other file, which was missing the period, and there is an accompanying OCR copy of it as well. Then there are two patent application publications, which are available on the website. More detail on this process is given in those patent application publications. I will now open document D1.pdf. This is a scanned version of the paper document that you saw in the earlier photographs. I can zoom in so that you can see the OCR artifacts on the ragged edges of the letters. If I attempt to select text, you can see that it doesn't happen. This is because this PDF file is image information only, indicating that it was not created using a save as PDF or a print to PDF. Instead, this document was created on a scanner from a printed paper copy. Now, I have performed an OCR process on this particular document. The result of that OCR process is available in this file, d1ocr.pdf. Now, you may use my d1ocr.pdf file, or you may use your own OCR version from the original D1 PDF file. As you can see here in this OCR version, text is selectable. However, if I zoom in, you can see that the artifacts from the scanning process are still visible. You can also see some image compression artifacts, say, for example, above this E and the R and the N and the G. These light gray blocks are image compression artifacts. They result from compressing image file data. So this particular file is image, but it also has text information. What I will do is I will select all of the text information in this document. I will save it in a TXT file. I'll name this TXT file d1.txt. This file now has all of the text information that was on the original paper copy. It is important, though, that the scanning process be clean and that the OCR process be accurate. If both of those conditions are met, this text file will have all of the correct letters that were on the paper copy of the document. I can now save this document.